So before we get into the minutiae of how to go about dealing with the investment visa challenge, we need to understand the policy framework that the investment visa has actually been configured under. Hong Kong immigration policy is based on flexible conceptual hurdles that have to be overcome, rather than very strict bureaucratic legal processes. The immigration ordinance devolves a great amount of discretion onto immigration officers who implement that discretion in the context of every single application that they have before them. And if you pass the approvability test, if you pass the approvability test, you get your visa. If you don't pass the approvability test, you're not going to get your visa. But the important thing is that, as you'll see, when you're applying for an investment visa, there are three fundamental undercurrents that present themselves in the overall policy diktat of the department. The first is to protect local jobs. The second is to promote local investment. And thirdly, because we are talking about a branch of the security division of the government of Hong Kong, security is a very important consideration. So you could find yourself in a situation where your investment visa application has gone through, has had the approvability test applied to it, everything's good on the merits of the approvability test, but it then goes upstairs, the powers that be have a look at it from a deep due diligence perspective, and they may conclude that there is a security objection to granting this visa, perhaps something in the applicant's background, something that's not too endearing to the department. And that can be a spanner in the works, notwithstanding the fact that you may have a great business plan, you may be able to show that you can create local jobs, you may be able to pass the approvability test on the merits of your commercial enterprise, but the security division may actually knock you back. Happens rarely, but it's an important consideration. So in addition to all of this, there is an extra dimension if you're a Chinese national resident on the mainland. As a Chinese national resident on the mainland, you are not allowed to make an application directly to the immigration department under this visa category, which falls within the parameters of what's known as a general employment policy. As you'll see, mainlanders have to go through an extra hurdle first. It's not insurmountable. In fact, as you'll discover, it's actually quite straightforward, but it does mean an additional step that mainlanders have to go through.